Like if someone says, "Oh, you're going to die tonight," but doesn't tell you how, but you end up dead, doesn't
Is
that
that the
show?
wrath of the messenger, or that just shows that that person had good predictive skills, had good observations of
Good predictive skills would
you
be
know,
awesome.
like let's be real. Now you're because we're talking about good and evil, talking
Yeah.
about right and wrong, and now we're kind of veering off into this other scenario because you never answered whether or not Moses is a good or a bad person. You're still trying to define who actually won that. Did Moses win that, or did somebody else win that? And the fact of the matter is that if Moses lost, then Moses is considered an evil person for his actions, or if Moses won, he's considered a good person for his actions. Well, who determines the winner? And you never answered that question, but now we're sitting here on this side topic of, you're talking about some person who does the wrath. That you're talking about some person who makes a claim, and that this claim is going to be their wrath. And then I ask you about a random person in Florida saying, "Hey, I'm going to make this happen." Like he sees it happening, and then he's going to take credit for it. And you're saying that makes it his wrath because he formulated foreseeable outcomes as a threat. So because he formulated foreseeable outcomes as a threat, you're calling it that person's wrath. And then we start using the concept of me, who is not in a car, tells you that if you don't do what I tell you to do, that you will get run over by a car. And then if I put you in a new scenario where I'm telling you to follow my instructions or you'll be hit by a car, and my instructions are don't go into the street right now, then you go into the street and then you get hit by a car. It's more of an I told you so, but you're telling me that that's my wrath because I threatened to have you run over by a car. And I have no control over whether or not that happens. It's a lot different from somebody putting out a hit on you and saying, "Oh, I'm going to pay somebody to take your life." And that person taking your life technically is not the original person's wrath. It's actually the wrath of the person who took your life because that person is doing his job. But the outcome of the person being paid to take your life technically would segue wrath from, or the intent of wrath from, the original purchaser of the hitman. So if you're taking credit because you know that this is about to happen and you're taking credit for it, how does that make it your wrath just because you know that it's about to happen?